Okay. Let's start sitting. So bring yourself onto your mat. Sit either cross-legged or kneeling and close your eyes. So we'll start by taking a deep breath in through your nose and a big sigh out through your mouth. Do a couple of these in your own time, 2 more. And then start to find a steady breath that comes in and out through your nose. Let your shoulders relax, your neck and your jaw and your face completely soften. And then really tune into the way you're breathing and see if you can start to slightly lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Find a breath that you can maintain throughout the practice. And see if you can let go around your forehead, your eyebrows, and your eyes. And then we'll take one more steady breath. And then whenever you finish breathing out, bring your focus to the front. Great. And we'll start with a side stretch. So take your left hand over to your left side, reach up your right arm and lean over. Try and get as much length up the side of your body as you can. And then roll your right shoulder back, your left shoulder forward. Look in any direction that feels comfortable for your neck, but use the exhale to try and sink a little bit more. One more breath. And then come back to the middle. We're going to come forwards. So get a bit of a lift up. Bring your hands in front of you and then start to lengthen forward. So you want to bring the front side of your body as long as it can be. Make sure your feet and ankles are in a position where they won't get squashed. And if this aggravates your knees, make sure that you've flexed your foot. Take your breath into your back. And as you exhale, really feel into your hip. Take one more breath. And then come back up. And we're going to stay with the right side. So take your right hand behind, left hand across, and come into a twist. Pull your right shoulder back. Draw tall as you inhale and rotate round as you exhale. One more breath. And then come back to the middle. Swap your feet over now so that the other one's in front. And then we'll start with the side stretch. So pick up your left arm, lean all the way over to the left, underneath shoulder rolls forward, top shoulder rolls back. Breathe into the left side, try and get more stretch each time you exhale. Good, and then come back up As you breathe in, lift up tall out of your waist and then start to come forwards. Front body long, let your head relax. Breathe into whichever side you feel this in. One more breath all the way into the back of your body. And then come back up as you inhale and rotate around to your left. Hand comes behind, right hand comes across. Find a lift up from behind your belly button as you breathe in. Roll around as you breathe out. One more breath. Good, and then come back to the middle. Straighten out your legs for a moment, give them a little bit of movement, and then make your way onto all fours. Hands and knees. And we'll do some cat and cow breathing. So starting off by rounding your back as you exhale. And then as you inhale, look up, find your back bend. Good, move with your breath in and out. Good, make this your last one. And then whenever you finish your exhale, come back to a tabletop spine, spread out your hands, tuck your toes, and lift up to downward facing dog. Really push the floor away, let your head hang, stretch your heels down towards the floor. As always, a few breaths here to see what's going on with your hamstrings, to make any movements that you like to stretch out your body. Good, and then pick up your right leg, take it in between your hands and come up to a high lunge. Right leg forward, left leg back, arms stretching up into the air. Sink into your front knee and feel strong legs here. If it feels okay on your knees, let your left knee soften and slowly bring it down to the floor. And then come straight back up again. Good, let's do one more on each side. Left knee down. And then all the way back up. Great, take an inhale. As you exhale, set your hands down on the mat so you can step back to a plank and lower down onto your belly. Come up to cobra as you inhale. Lower down as you exhale. And then we'll meet in downward facing dog. Next inhale, pick up your left leg. And then take your left foot in between your hands, lift up into your high lunge. Hold it here, strong hands but soft shoulders. And then soften your right knee, 2 knee taps down to the floor. First one, nice and slow, lifting up. One more. Great, and then let your hands come down, step back to a plank, and move through a vinyasa. Cobra or up dog to inhale. Down dog as you exhale, take some breaths here. Great, and then pick up your right leg, breathe in. Once again, take it in between your hands. This time, come up to warrior one. So back heel is down, arms stretch up, right knee is bent. And then from here, take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, stretch your hands back. Stretch up first and then come forwards into humble warrior. Stretching your hands away from your back. Feeling both feet flat on the floor. Good, and then bring just your left hand down to the front of your mat and stretch your right arm up to the ceiling. Adjust your front foot if you need. You've got strong legs here. Twist from your waist. Good, one more inhale. And then bring your right hand down outside your right foot. Left knee pops down and stretch back to a hamstring stretch. Really flex your right foot. Here, chest comes forward, tail tips back. You'll feel that intensifies the stretch. Good, one more breath. And then come forward, set down your hands, pick up your left knee, step back to your plank, move through a vinyasa. And then as you inhale, pick up your left leg. Land it between your hands, right heel comes down for warrior one. Really use this time to feel both feet on the floor. Good, let your hands come behind your back. Interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift up first, and then start to come forwards. Great, right hand comes down, twist to your left for your twisted lunge. Open your chest up to the ceiling. Use that front foot, inner thighs squeeze in towards each other. Lovely, bring your left hand down, pop down your right knee, pick up your toes and stretch back. Draw your chest forward, your hips back and flex your foot. Take one more breath. And then bring your hands forward, pick up your knee at the back, step to a plank and move through a vinyasa. Take a few breaths in down dog or child's pose. Great, let's have a look at side plank. I'll talk through the full version. So If you'd rather bring down a knee or use your forearm, that's fine. Right hand down first. You can stack your feet, lift your hips up. You want to try lifting up your left leg, go for it. Yeah, lovely. Wonderful. Come back down, straight to the other side. Great. Good, one more breath. Lovely, and then come down to child's pose. Take your bum to your heels, head on the floor, bring your hands back next to your feet. Elbows draw apart. And take a few breaths into the back of your body. Great, come back up to down dog. Tuck your toes under. Pick up your right leg as you inhale. Take it in between your hands and let's come up to warrior two. Eyes to your right hand, take some steady breaths. Great, right hand turns to the sky. Stretch back to reverse warrior. Keep sinking into your right knee. Left hand is there for support. Twist your chest up to the ceiling. Use your feet. You might be able to take your left hand away. Maybe wrap it around your back. Good, come back to warrior two. Take an inhale, straighten your right knee, adjust your feet for triangle. Stretch forward, windmill your hands. Left arm up, right hand down, squeeze your glutes in towards the middle. And then as always, you can either use your hand or stretch it forwards. Good, bring your right hand back down. Soften your right knee, bring your hands down to the floor, inside of your right foot. You might want to take your foot out to the side. We'll come to lizard, so slide back your left knee, pop it down, and then either stay up on your hands or come down onto your elbows. Take one more breath. Good, come back up onto your hands, heel toe your foot in between your hands, tuck your left toes under, step back to a plank, move through a vinyasa. And then once you're back in down dog, pick up your left foot, land it between your hands, and we'll meet in warrior two. Take one more breath here. And then prepare for reverse warrior. Left hand back over your head. Really try and lengthen your left side. Right hand is there to help you or take it away. Lovely. Back to warrior two. Straighten your left knee, prepare for triangle. Reach forward, windmill your arms. Right shoulder draws back, eyes up to the ceiling. Glutes draw together, maybe stretch your left arm away. Good. Bring your left hand back down, soften your left knee, hands ready for lizard. Move your left foot to the side, slide back on your right foot. Untuck your toes again, it's fine to stay up here or come down onto your elbows. See what you need today. One more breath. And then come back up onto your hands, tuck your right toes under, step back to a plank, and move through a vinyasa. Take a couple of breaths in down dog. And then look forward, soften your knees. Step, walk, or jump, feet to hands. Come up halfway as you inhale. Fold forwards as you exhale. Breathe in to stand up tall, look to the ceiling. And as you exhale, let your hands come down the middle. Good. Step your legs wide. Toes turn in, hands on your hips, open your chest, take an inhale. As you exhale, come forwards, fingers land on the floor, push your elbows back. Head hangs, legs are straight, and tip the weight forwards. One more breath. And then hands to hips, lift back up on an inhale. Let your hands come back behind you, stretch your arms away, give them a head start, and then come forwards again. Let the weight of your arms help you get more into the stretch. Great, and then lift back up on your next inhale. Release your hands and step to the front of your mat. As you breathe in, reach up. As you exhale, bow forwards. Halfway lift as you inhale. Hands come down, step, walk, or jump to a plank and move through a vinyasa. And then let's come to pigeon. So right foot first, knee to wrist, and then slide back. Make sure everything feels okay in your knees, and then soften down for 5 or so breaths. One more breath. And then back up onto your hands. Tuck your toes under, release your right leg, make any movements that you like. And then let's go on the other side. So left leg, knee to wrist, and slide back. Take your time to feel into your joints. And then long breaths. Last breath. And then up on an inhale, move to your left and swing your legs around. Stretch them out in front and we'll come forwards for Paschimottanasana. So find a bit of length as you inhale and then we're coming forwards. Shoulders back and soften into your stretch. One more breath. And then come up on an inhale. Take both legs out to either side. Flex your feet, untuck the muscles at the back. Find a bit of lift. Remember, you can stay here. Really feel into your body. Put your hands wherever feels comfortable. And then soften. Again, 5 or so breaths here. One more breath. Great. And then sit back up, bring your legs in, soles of your feet together, let your knees open out to either side. Lift up, shoulders back, lower belly pulls in, lift up, and then if you want to, start to tip forwards. One more breath. Great. And then sit back up, move your feet forward, draw your hips back, tuck in your chin and round forwards. Find your breath. You want to be aiming the top of your head in the direction of your heels. One more breath. And then tuck in your chin, roll back up. Good. Stretch your legs out in front. Cross right over left for a twist, and either keep your legs straight or tuck it back behind you. Roll your right shoulder round, left hand crosses over your knee. Draw long and then exhale as you twist. Good. Come back to the middle. Extend your legs out in front of you and change sides. Again, right leg either falls back or stays forwards. Lift and twist. Good, and then come back to the middle. Stretch your legs out in front, give them a bit of movement. And then come to lie down. So let your knees pull in, round your back as you roll back. When you get there, take some time to make some movements right and left, forwards and backwards. And then stretch your arms and legs up into the air. Pick your right foot and your left hand down to the floor, nice and slow. Get just above the floor, go out to either side. Back to the middle, and then up to the top. And then swap sides, right arm, left leg. Out to either side, and then back. We'll do 2 on each side. So in your own time, right leg and left arm again. And then right arm, left leg. Great, and then whenever you finish, let your knees come in, make some circles. And then take hold of your feet for happy baby, knees wide. Little bit of movement right and left, forwards and backwards. Really try and draw your lower back down to the floor. Good, and then bring your feet down, we'll come up to a back bend, so bridge or wheel, your choice. Reach your hands down to your feet if you're doing a bridge, tuck your shoulders under, and then roll up. Once you're up, tuck your shoulders under a bit more. Root down through your feet, squeeze your glutes, and take any arm position that feels comfortable. Great, lift up your heels, roll back down. Once your lower back is on the floor, let your knees go right and left. And then squeeze in your knees, lift up your head, tuck your nose in towards your knees. And then head back down, make your way up to a shoulder stand. Or you can lie with your legs in the air if you'd rather not come up today. Whatever you're choosing, you want your feet up in the air for 8 or so breaths. If you're in shoulder stand, back to plow, feet coming behind your head. And if you want to take it further, knees come down either side towards your ears for Karna Pindasana. Good, and then slowly start to unroll. As you come down, slide your hands underneath your back for fish. So you end up with your feet together, toes pointed, sitting on your hands. Push down to lift up, open your chest and let your head drop back. Good, and then come onto the back of your head, release your arms. Squeeze in your knees and keep hold of your right knee. Stretch out your left leg. Inhale first and then roll left. Tuck your foot in the crook of your knee and stretch your arm out to the right and turn your head. Back to the middle as you inhale. Adjust your spine, squeeze both knees in. And then keep your left knee, stretch your right leg out. Breathe in and roll right as you reach out to your left and turn your head. One more breath. Great. And then come back to the middle. Adjust your spine. Make any movements that you'd like to make or any preparations for Shavasana. Making sure that you'll stay warm. As soon as you're settled, take a deep breath in through your nose and a big sigh out through your mouth. Do a couple of these. And then let your whole body relax. Take a moment to scan through your body and check for any holding on or gripping anywhere. Soften around your eyes, your nose, your mouth. Get a sense of complete surrender. And then for the next minute or two, try and keep your mental focus on the tip of your nose and the rise and fall of your breath. And now start to deepen your breath and make small movements to wake your body up. Find a stretch and in your own time, start to bring yourself up to a seated position. There's no rush at all. And when you get to the top, bring your palms together and take your hands up to your forehead for loving thoughts, to your mouth for loving words, and to your heart for a loving heart. Namaste. Thank you so much.